By far the most exciting part of the Darth Revan event for me, apart from beating it earlier than I thought I would be able to, was the Darth Malak tease at the end of the video. I was completely blindsided by that. I did not see that coming. We haven't seen anything quite like that in this game, and to me, it all but confirms, or it just confirms that Darth Malak is coming to Galaxy of Heroes. The question remains, however, when will he come and how will he come? And I am going to address that question in this video. I wish I had all the answers. I do not. I only have my speculation and experience in this game. And so let me give a big disclaimer. We're speculating in this video, but I have a few things that I want to share with you that I think point us in a couple different directions potentially, and we can probably rule out a few of these options with some pretty good confidence. All right, so without any further ado, let's get to it. How is Darth Malak going to come to this game? 5 potential ways we could see him hit. Number 1 is going to be through a Marquee event or a Galactic Chase event, which are pretty much, I'm going to put kind of in the same caliber of importance. Now, there is a case for this. It's not a strong case, and this is number 1 on the list because I think it's probably the least likely out of all 5. But that said, it is still going to be a possibility. The biggest reason why I personally feel like this is on the table is because of Darth Nihilus and Darth Sion, which to me, based on my understanding of KOTOR lore is not as good as many of you guys in the comments, as you remind me all the time. But I did play the game, and from what I remember, 10 years ago, I don't remember Malak being that much more significant in the Old Republic, KOTOR, SWGoH universe than, I don't remember being that much more important than Darth Nihilus and Darth Sion. I mean, that's a Sith triumvirate. And so, if they are Marquee characters, would Malak be worthy of a Marquee event? Maybe. Now, the case against this, however, though, is that would just be a big letdown. And I think the biggest reason why I feel like we can probably cross this off our list is, why would CG give us that epic of a tease for a Marquee character? I don't think they would do that. Why put in that much effort for a mere Marquee character? I think they're teasing something much, much bigger than a Marquee character with that drop at the end of it, especially because it's not like this was just some random tease in the game. This was part of a really significant, very end game event where that tease came in. So, option number 1, Marquee or Galactic Chase. Pretty low on the likelihood. In fact, I'm probably going to cross it off the list. Option number 2 is through a raid. Now, the case for the raid, if we get a new raid, that would be significant. That would be epic. It would say, to me, if a new raid came to this game, I think it would pretty much fit in line with, as much as Capital Games is teasing this. Because, I mean, in the history, 3 years of this game, we've only had 3 raids. It's been a year since we got a new raid. The Sith raid is becoming increasingly more trivialized for a lot of people. It's still, nobody's going in there and hitting auto with CLS like they do in the Rancor raid or anything like that. But we're probably getting close to ready for a new raid in this game. And so timing-wise, it's been a while since we got Grand Arena. We haven't had any new, real challenging content hit us in a while, especially with all the PvP focus. I think it feels about right for us to have a raid pretty soon. Now, the case against a raid and why I'm probably almost leaning towards crossing the raid off my list as well is, are we really going to get another KOTOR raid? The last raid we got was KOTOR. The last raid we got was a Sith KOTOR character as the raid reward. And I think the sentiment among the community is growing stronger that we're kind of, we've had enough KOTOR content. I think we're ready for something else. And so with that sentiment, and I do believe CG listens to that, I think they still need to see out their plans, but would it be in their interest to give us another KOTOR raid, and then we've got 2 KOTOR raids? I'm not buying that. And so this to me, while I think the timing for the game feels right to have a raid, and I think that it fits how epic the tease was, I just don't see us getting another KOTOR raid with Malak being the raid reward character at this point. Option number 3 is gonna be one of the more likely on this list, and that is a legendary or journey style event. Now, this checks pretty much all the boxes for me. I mean, if we're gonna bring Malak into the game, the case for this is we need it to be challenging. It's been teased. It's gonna be epic. It feels like it could be a progression of this journey event, and so I'm actually almost leaning towards it being a journey event that's just a continuation of the event we just went through. That makes a lot of sense to me. I think there's a lot they could do with that, and I think it would be pretty sensible. The case against Malak as a journey or a legendary event for me, however, is what characters are we going to need? Where is the monetization going to come? And I mean the reason why Darth Revan made so much sense to me and why I speculated, and I mean I say me, but literally everyone speculated that we were going to have a journey event for him was the characters we had that were clearly panic farmed, and we all farmed them up. We got, I mean, most of us got them ready, and then the gear crunch was, a bit elevated from Darth Revan, and we were able to, get it that way. But to me, which characters are going to, what makes sense? Sith Empire, maybe? I mean, pretty much anyone who panic farmed for Darth Revan and is getting the Darth Revan team ready, we're probably all going to have that team, and we're going to have it at good gear. And so maybe Old Republic, but who doesn't have 5-7-star Old Republic characters right now? And so to me, while a legendary or journey style event makes sense from an event standpoint, from a monetization standpoint, I'm going to say I actually don't think this is going to be how we get Malak, just from the standpoint of how are we going? Which characters would we potentially need? Option number 4 is that we get Malak through a new territory battles map in guild events currency. This option is intriguing to me. I think it checks pretty much all the boxes, except for maybe it's not epic enough, in my opinion. Now, having a new territory battles map, depending on what they do with it, could be really epic, and the timing of that is perfect because there is, I mean, I'm trying to think of a game mode more stale than territory battles. I mean, I almost want to say Galactic War, but you can sim it. You can't sim territory battles. You got to go in an auto. I've got to go do my territory battles right now. I'm procrastinating. In fact, I just got a ping before I started this video that I need to get in there. I don't like doing territory battles. And so I think it's just sat there and baked for so long that it makes a lot of sense to me that we would get a new territory battles map soon, maybe KOTOR themed, and maybe with Darth Malak as events currency. A big reason why I think maybe this isn't going to be it is I'm not sure if it feels epic enough to me. I mean, the territory battles itself might be great, but I mean, how much did they really do for the rollout of Wampa and Hermit Yoda? It wasn't like there weren't these epic teases or anything like that. They're great characters, both very viable. But I think Malak might deserve a little bit more than that. And that leads me to my 5th option and what I think is the most likely. The most likely option, in my opinion, is that Darth Malak is unlocked through something completely different and on its own. Now, the big reason why I feel this is the case is because of the road ahead post that we got in January. CG Carey said in this post that they want to try a, quote, couple of different formats. And then she goes on to explain the Galactic Chase. So that's the first new format we got. But she says a couple of different formats. And so we've only seen one of those new formats for the character release cadence. What are the other ones that they want to try? We still haven't seen that. And keep in mind that the road ahead applies to the fiscal quarter, which is coming to an end before too long. So there's got to be another new format coming soon based on what I'm seeing here. And then later it says, alongside this and other more traditional events, we will be introducing more achievement-based characters this year. They may show up as actual achievement rewards or in currency shops such as Wampa and Hermit Yoda. We'll be able to talk more in depth in coming months. There's been no talk in coming months about what this last paragraph means as well. And so connecting the dots a little bit here, we haven't seen more than the Galactic Chase, and she says achievement-based style characters this year, and that's right in the same breath basically as trying out new things. And so to me, with what is remaining in this fiscal quarter, I am pretty confident that we are going to see Darth Malak come in a way that we haven't seen before. What will that be? Something that has, based on what this is saying, something achievement based, but not necessarily just like Hermit Yoda and Wampa, because what they're saying is they want to try new formats, not something from the old. And so some kind of blend maybe of achievements with an event or something. I am not sure, but whatever it is, I think that with how epic the tease is, and with the current road ahead post that we have, it will be something completely new and exciting. So, my friends, what do you think about how Darth Malak will come to this game? I think it's pretty safe to assume that he will come. How do you think that new event or way to unlock might unfold? There are a lot of different options. Speculate down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, my friends. And as always, my brothers, don't forget
my dead body. Sorry about the mess.